But we're at the interlude. I have some tools here. We're gonna make an americano shakerato, but we're gonna be using some smoked sea salt, courtesy of Dirk's Barbecue. Thanks, Dirk's. And then some smoked maple syrup. So it'll be a super smoky americano shakerato over some shaved ice I made in a Ninja blender. So that's a sassy, I guess. This is what we're doing. But so what is an americano shakerato? So an americano is you're taking espresso and then you're basically diluting it with hot water. With the history being with American GIs in World War II, they thought the international coffee that they had overseas was a bit too strong, so they would add hot water to it. Hence the idea of the americano. And I'm probably gonna have to change this song at some point or repeat it again. Sorry about the interlude. I've had technical delays today. Making coffee and DJing and running a live stream all at the same time is not easy, people. But yeah, so that's the americano part. Now, what a shakerato is taking espresso and then using ice and shaking it in a cocktail shaker, which I have right here. And you're basically chilling it really fast, but also you're adding air, and it adds froth, gives it a little bit of a different texture. And so my only, I guess, issue with that is if you're just using like just the pure double shot of espresso, it's not much there, right? It's like what, maybe 2 or 3 ounces. So if you take an americano, which you're diluting it down, I usually dilute it about, if I make like an iced americano, which I have right here, I made one ahead of time with a big giant ice cube, just to save us time. We're going to use that to shake with. That is, I usually use like a ratio of about 3 or 4 to 1. So if it's 2 ounces of espresso, then I would maybe add, about 4 to 6 ounces of water. Which is what I got here. So what we're going to do is make a super smoky americano shakerato. I know the music's ending, but we're going to do this quickly, but I'll walk you through the steps, and then we'll get back to the music. But it's going to be a super smoky americano shakerato over ice. This is ridiculous. All right, so step 1, get your americano, which I have here. This is iced americano, and to save time, I've already got a giant ice cube. We're going to use that to chill the drink down in our cocktail shaker setup we have here. And hopefully I don't make a mess. Actually, before I forget, because I was just about to shake that, we have to add some other ingredients. So to get the super smoky part, first off, our smoked sea salt, courtesy of Dirk's. Just going to add a pinch of that. And then we're going to add this is Sugar Bob's Finest Kind smoked maple syrup. If you're going to use a sweetener, you might as well make it extra smoky. So I added in about an ounce there, and we're going to prepare our serving cup here. I know you probably would have a separate serving cup, but just to save time, we're going to take our serving glass and add the shaved ice. Now we got our shaved ice, got our super smoky parts to it. We have our americano. Now all we got to do is put it all together. Then we're just going to pour that frothy goodness into the glass. Probably could have shaken a little bit longer to get more frothiness out of it, but you got a little bit of froth on top with the shaved ice. Yeah, we're going to give it a taste and see how it came out. Oh, yeah. That is a fun way to have a nice coffee. The shaved ice kind of just dissipates in the drink, adds to the drink instead of having the one giant ice cube. But you could do it either way. The smoked maple adds a little bit of sweetness, but the salt balances it out. And yeah, so we just made a sassy, I guess, a super smoky americano shakerato over ice. This is what happens in the summer, people. I get ridiculous with my coffee, but you know what's not ridiculous? Well, maybe it will be ridiculous. Is the second half of the show, which we're gonna get into right now. So I just showed you how to make an americano shakerato, a nice americano shakerato. But that's before we go into the second half, that's the one thing about, I think, with DJing and music and now coffee is that, yeah, you should learn the rules and you should know the rules and learn them in order to, I guess, break them creatively. Like, the rules become less of rules and more like guidelines, but if you know the rules and you know why they were created and why those things are rules, whether it comes to DJing, making music, or, experimenting with coffee or anything culinary, then you know how to break them in ways that's creative, that you can make new creative things out of it. Yeah, so, breaking the rules is not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to know the rules and know why they're in place and know why they work in order to break them in a creative way that helps you come up with cool stuff. So yeah,